Hi, my name is Kanisi, and today I will be talking about poverty and incarceration. Today I'm going to discuss the social justice issue I'm talking about is poverty and incarceration. This is an important topic since poverty and incarceration are closely related. Intersectionality is about the multiple layers of one's identity. There is a conflict perspective which sees that social consists of groups who compete for power and resources. The lens of this view is that some of the laws, institutions, and policies may involve the advantage to most powerful and the people with higher powers. Examples of inequalities around generations are poverty and imprisonment. One of the biggest factors in incarceration is social class. Those in poverty have an increased likelihood of recognizing an increased lack of education opportunities, poor paying employment, and limited access to healthcare and other services since they were incarcerated. They also may opt to live in areas with less community programs and more police activity. This means that people may end up in jail again, get caught up in things they don't want to be caught up in. They have to live in lower class housing. The socioeconomic status of black races and ethnic groups plays a huge role as well. Throughout history, envious social structures have been shown to lead to higher rates of poverty and incarceration in black and Hispanic communities. This does not imply that black and ethnic minorities are more prone to commit more violent offense. Instead, social inequalities are the result of discrimination, unequal opportunities in school, community events, and the difference between speed and efforts of law enforcement. It becomes obvious from these structural inequalities that they can harm people's life opportunities as a result of some systems within society. There's also sex and gender as well that comes into play with incarceration. Females mostly go through more things when they get incarcerated, and males are also not able to reach more opportunities because of incarceration, and males are also more likely to get incarcerated. Another aspect of intersectionality is gender identity. A very common experience of transgender is the lack of job opportunities, housing, healthcare, education, especially amongst transgender women of color. This can increase the likelihood that individuals will fall further behind in the process of exciting poverty and entering homelessness. The experience of people can also be influenced by their sexual orientation. LGBTQ individuals are more likely to be faced with family rejection, homelessness, discrimination, and out of work. Discrimination is a huge topic because most of the time the people that are in the LGBTQ community get discriminated against. This illustrates how there can be multiple identities that are combining to create an extra disadvantage. A sociological perspective is one which recognizes that poverty and incarceration are not solely an individual problem. They become the objects of those larger social structures and institutions who has been benefiting from the current system. There are a number of things that a society can do to solve this problem. Prior to entering the criminal justice system, quality public education, a supportive environment, mental health services, and employment development and community programs can reduce poverty impacts. To all sum this up, poverty and prison go together because they both deal with similar things. Inequality can take many forms for many people based on race, ethnicity, social class, sex, gender identity, and sexual orientation. If we ask the question from the standpoint of conflict, we learn that this is not some one thing that we can control, and it also has some strong connection to power and inequality system. At the end of the day, with inequality and imprisonment, you're more than likely not able to reach more opportunities that higher class people has as well. That's it for you guys. Thank you.